So, this is me again. Decided to record another video. It's February 4 today. Uh, I haven't posted any video for last 3 weeks. This is one promise I did to myself at the beginning of 2026 that I'm gonna be starting YouTube and posting videos regularly. But guess what? Like I've been slacking. I broke the promise to myself, but uh, I decided to be consistent and promised myself that I'll be consistent, with anything I do in 2026. So this is one of them. Uh, Another thing, I'm gonna take accountability. That's also something I promised myself for 2026. To be working on my goals. Now, why didn't I make a video? Well, the reason uh, I've been busy with my work and the work schedule, and the thing is, I always try to shoot a video, somewhere outside my house because nobody in my house or nobody around me knows that I'm doing a YouTube. I've started a YouTube channel, so I don't want to let them know that, I have a YouTube channel. Eventually, I guess they're gonna find out, but like, I wanna keep it a secret for as long as I can. So that's why I try to shoot a video. And sometimes, like if I wanna make a video outside, it's always dark because it's a winter time. Sunset always happens around like 5:30 or 6 in the evening, so it's always dark outside. But today I have the day, and usually I post my video on Wednesday. So today is Wednesday, February 4. So I was like, you know what? The first thing I'm gonna do in the morning is like make a video so that I don't have to shoot it at home and I don't have to worry about like, dark outside so that I can't shoot a video. So I did tell you why I started YouTube because everybody's been doing it. And making money off it. That's what I decided to do. I'll be lying if I'm gonna say, I don't want to make money off it. Why not? I mean, uh, it's a one source of income. You can have it on the side and with your regular job. So yeah, that's one thing. And I also told you like I want to improve myself, which is gonna, this thing is gonna help me. Uh, I'll be facing the camera, making videos, and this is gonna give me some confidence and uh, help me improve my skills. So yeah, that's another reason. Now for 2026, what goals do I have? I never talked about my goals. It's gonna be three main things that I'm focusing on. One, my finances. Two, my health, which is gonna be my physical goal, you can say. And the third is gonna be a mental goal. To work on my brain and get it sharp, uh, be on point. Yeah. And also there's another one which a lot of people have on the list, but I don't personally care about it because it doesn't really affect me. I mean, it does affect me, but I numb it and don't let it get in my way to in about for what I want to do in the life. So first thing first, I'm gonna talk about my money goals. So I moved to Canada about 16 years now, and at the time I was 19. Like when you're 19, you have no knowledge about money, and on top of that, like you never made money, you never earned the money at the age, so you wouldn't know anything about money. So when I moved to Canada, uh, I started doing jobs, working, making my own money for the first time in the life, and i wasn't I wasn't taking care of the money. Like money would come in and go out quickly, and I would be broke all the time, just like a 19-year-old, any kid. you know I was fresh off the boat, didn't know anything. So over the years, the same thing continued, where I would make money and I would still be broke. So there comes a point in your life where you're like, okay, I gotta do something about it, because when you see people around you, making money and growing the money and becoming successful with the money, uh, getting rich, that's when it actually hits you, like, okay, there's something that you're doing wrong and those people are doing right, which is keeping you always behind them. So that's when I realized, and that I need to do something about it. There's gotta be some way. If they can do it, why can't I do it? So yeah, that's when I realized, I need to work on my money goals. um, so for that, I decided to watch YouTube videos, read books like Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's one of my favorite book by Robert Kiyosaki. That changed my life about money. I was already a business student. I took a business accounting in college, and I was also same thing in the high school too, in grade 11, grade 12. So that came really handy, and the things made more sense when I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. So that changed my perspective about money. How to take care of the money, and then money take care of you if you take care of the money. That changed everything about me, about money, the way I saw money, the way I see money. Yeah. And then I started watching podcast, listening to people, on podcast, that even made more difference. And I mean, initially it wouldn't make sense to me when they would talk about certain things about money, like, uh, how to grow your money or where to invest your money. But I kept watching and educating myself from YouTube videos and podcast, and uh, as of now, like, I don't really have too much of a knowledge, but I do have the basic knowledge about money and money investing, which is good enough for you to, anybody who doesn't know about money, um, that's enough for you to grow your money. So yeah, that's a goal for 2026, number one, because money is something you always gonna need in your life, and uh, it gives you the freedom, right? When you wanna be 60 or 65 at the retirement age, you don't wanna end up broke. You wanna have enough money to live comfortably, if not rich. Yeah. So that's the goal for 2026. And for that, I've been investing my money into, things like crypto, ETFs, have my uh, savings for an emergency fund, you know so it's all like very basic things which everybody can learn from YouTube. So there's nothing, you don't need to be a financial advisor, or you don't need to be like be a pro at it if you wanna do something about your money. Yeah, so that's the goal for 2026. And the other thing is, like, working on a skill, even like, making YouTube videos. That's another way to, creating more money. So that's why I started YouTube, as I told you. So yeah, I'm working on the money part. Yeah, that's goal number one. Goal two, that's gonna be my health. I've been going to gym for past almost 3 years now, on and off. Like, I go about like 3 to 4 days a week, depending on my schedule. But I wasn't consistent with my meals and my workout plans. But 2026, I have promised myself to be more consistent, and work on myself, whether it's my diet, my food, my workout. Yeah, to be in the best shape. uh, to give you a little story, why and how I got into gymming. So this was back in 2023 when I went out somewhere. Just a one-day trip I did with my friends, and we were taking pictures. So when we took the pictures and I saw my pictures, I was really disappointed with the way I looked. I looked fat, just a young guy looking fat, skinny arms. Uh, I just looked like a 45-year or 40-year-old man. I already have gray hair, which I love my gray hair because I don't know. Some people pay money to get to change the hair color, but I have gray hair, and I think it's a blessing because I don't need to pay the money to get a gray hair. And people often compliment me for my gray hair. They say it suits you, and I personally love it. Not because people say it, because I personally love it. So yeah, when I saw the pictures, when I came home, I was looking fat, skinny arms, and I was like, you know what? This wasn't me because I used to be a very active guy when I was in high school. I used to play sports, and uh, also I was I had a low confidence on me, So I was like, you know what? I need to work on myself. So that was the day I realized, I need to start the gym. That was in 2023, and since then I've been consistent and I've been in very good shape. I look good, I feel good. People tell me, hey, you know what? You look amazing, better than, and you look young. So, which I feel too. When you go to gym, you lose weight, you lose fat, you look young. So that makes a difference, and it helps you a lot mentally too, because you feel the best version of yourself. And imagine having a best version of yourself all the time. Then imagine how it's gonna affect you in the life. It always makes you feel good when you feel good. So yeah, I mean, since then I've been going to gym, but this year 2026, my goal is to be consistent with the meals, with the workouts, be even, I mean, do more better if I can. Yeah, so that's goal 2. Number 3, that's gonna be my working on my brain, which is gonna be, you know so the way I'm gonna work on my brain is by listening to more and more podcast, more and more, uh, reading more and more books. And when I say books, I'm not talking about like novels and non-fiction. No, that's not my type. I feel like it doesn't really help you in the life, and it's a waste of time. So my focus is, since day one, I enjoy personally reading autobiographies and uh, self-improvement books, and money related books. Those are my 3 favorite type of books I like to read. uh, so currently I'm reading The Psychology of Sales, because everything you do in life, whether it's anytime you do anything in your life, you make a decision, it's actually kind of sale. Either you sell it to the other person, or the other person sell it to you. So Psychology of Sales, that's a current book I'm reading right now. Also, for that, uh, to be mentally strong, it's really important because uh, I've been in situations where I had very you know I had a rough time, for a number of years, and the only thing that saved me during those times was my, being mentally strong. If you're not mentally strong, you're not gonna survive. That's as simple as that. Having a good body or having a strong physique does matter, but it is, having a strong mentally, being mentally strong is much more uh, required, nowadays. So if you can't have a strong brain, or you're not strong mentally, you're not gonna survive. So I have seen people giving up on their life just because they were not mentally strong. Like one of my cousin, he was 25 and I was about 23 years old. I still remember the day he did a suicide. Just why? Because he was on drugs, alcohol, and he wasn't mentally strong enough to give up the alcohol or the drugs. And eventually one day I got to know, like, what, he committed a suicide. So since then, I was like, what, no matter what happens in my life, I'm never gonna, you know be mentally weak. So that's why the first thing first, I worked the thing I worked on before even working on my physique, I worked on my brain. So now I am in a position where I can take on any situation, no matter what, how hard it gets. It wouldn't let me, you know it wouldn't break me in any way. So yeah, for that, it's gonna be reading books, listening podcasts, cutting out people, or cutting out the things which I don't need in my life, and that's about it. Yeah, that's my goal number 3. Number 4, which a lot of people think they need it, but I personally don't care, and I feel like it's a bullshit that people talk about, which is like, emotions. I personally feel like emotions make you weak, and especially as a man, you need to be aware of that. Yeah, that. And I personally don't. I do feel things, when something. I do feel the emotions when something goes wrong in my life, but that doesn't let me. That doesn't stop me from wanting me to do what I want to do. So I don't really care about emotions, and I don't really want to talk about it. There's nothing to talk about it. Yeah, those are my goals for 2026. uh, I'm gonna be making more videos on my life, and again, I'm gonna be consistent as much as I can, um, with my videos, workouts, on the things I'm working on. Yeah, another thing, I'm gonna be adding some sort of a skill in my life to make more money, so I can eventually have some freedom financially. I don't want to work 9 to 5, but I want to build something which can give me a passive income, and have my own time. So that's another thing I'm working on. I'm not gonna reveal what I'm working on, but once I'm done with it, once I complete it, then I'm gonna let you guys know, what I did. So yeah, those were the things for 2026, and uh, yeah, that's all. I'll see you in the next video.